My name is Paul. I work at Johns Hopkins University. Also, I'm a consultant, but I do use eBay to do transactions, sell things. And for those transactions, I use PayPal. And so the reason I'm on this interview today is because I have a dispute with PayPal because they closed my personal account after about 2 weeks of being opened for no explanation whatsoever, except that I did fraudulent activity, which I know I didn't do. And it said I was in excessive risk, which I don't understand because I've only had the account for 2 weeks and I sold 3 items that were all legal items that I can think of again. And so all I asked for is my account to be reopened. Or an explanation, some type of reasonable, rational explanation to why I'm in an excessive risk. But I know that I'm not. So that's why I'm doing this interview. Normally, I would never do that, but I just feel it's the correct thing to do. I just want to state that I've been with PayPal for quite a long time. I've used them over 10 years. Never had a problem with PayPal before. Everything was smooth. Never had disputes. Again, I used mainly on eBay for transactions, selling, buying. And, if a customer complained, I always refunded. If I had a complaint. So, it's always worked out. Mainly through eBay. That was the main marketplace I used PayPal. So I highly value it. I highly value PayPal. Okay. So what happened is I opened a new account, a personal account, because that allows you to trade Bitcoin. You could not do it with a business account. They, in fact, even told me that. They said, you have to have a personal account. I was like, great. So I'm going to open up a personal account. I did that. And what happened was I had forgot to change all the emails on my eBay. When people made purchases, they went straight to my personal account instead of the business. So that money was put on hold, which just recently today all of it got released. It's actually all released now. So there's no chargebacks or anything. But when I went to claim the money, PayPal said I had to submit documents, proving my identity, driver's license, social security number. So I did that. I sent that to them. I even called them on the phone and we did it over the phone. And the guy said everything was complete. Just wait a week and then maybe 21 days, the money will be released and everything will be fine. So I was like very happy with that. So fine, there was no problems. And then I went back onto PayPal again. There was, again, money was released. So I went to claim it. I claimed it. And it was early in the morning. It was probably like 5 a.m. I don't know. I was up at 5 a.m. I do use VPN. I use, like most people, I use VPN for my own protection. It's not to hide anything. It's just to protect myself. And so I'm on PayPal, again, on my private personal account. And a survey popped up and it asked me about what do I think of PayPal. So I gave it some harsh criticisms. Again, it's to help. Maybe I'm too harsh. I know I am. I can be that way. I shouldn't have been that harsh. I was very harsh. I'm not kidding. 5 minutes later, my account was closed, saying that I was an extensive risk and fraudulent activity was detected. So at first I was scared. I'm like, well, did one of the buyers, whoever bought something from me, are they trying to scam me or something? I checked everything. Everything was fine. Again, what did I sell, you may ask? So I had some vocabulary cards I sold. I sold a book. And there was I believe it was perfume. That was it. There was nothing out of the ordinary, nothing strange. What else did I do on that account? I had asked my wife and my son to join PayPal. They don't have accounts. And PayPal had this offer. They said, if you get 2 people to join, someone to join your account, you can get $10. So I'm like, why not? Free, they get $10, I get $10. Why not? It didn't say it's illegal to send to your own wife or someone It says anyone, right? So I did that too. So What I'm thinking is somehow one of those actions I did was they didn't like it. I don't know why. They don't tell me straight. I've talked with them. You may ask, did I try to resolve it? Yes. I wrote them several times. I said, of course, I was very angry and disappointed. And I said, what did I do wrong? You're accusing me of fraudulent activity. I'm like, I didn't have any fraudulent activity. What are you talking about? I go, I use VPN. I told them everything that I did. And they said, your account's closed. Sorry, we can't help you. Please, we're parting ways with you. You're an excessive risk to us. I mean, I don't know what that means. So I went online, I checked. Again, why am I doing this interview? Normally, I would never do an interview like this. And if I were doing fraudulent activity, I don't think I would be exposing myself online right now. I don't know who's going to watch this. Anybody could see this. So I'm freely open to anyone who wants to view my accounts. There's nothing on there I'm hiding. The other thing I did on the account was my wife's credit card was on my account. I don't know. I even verified it. They even did two-factor authentication. It was verified. The bank account is on there, has my name and her name. So there's nothing, again, fraudulent. So I thought, maybe they would reconsider. I got another email 2 days ago. It said, you are an excessive risk to our business. It said excessive risk. If someone could please tell me what that means after 10 years of business, the money they made from me and my transactions, I'm really sick right now. I feel like I did something wrong. I feel like I have anxiety right now because I'm like, I must have done something so bad because they're telling me I'm in an excessive risk. But what did I do wrong? I sold 3 items. I don't even have the money. They still have the money, by the way. The money all cleared. Nothing is being held. It's all clear. They will not release it for 180 days. They said 180 days. So are they going to give me interest for that money? Are they going to pay me 5% interest? No, probably not. But again, I'm not here, like I told you yesterday, I'm not here to smear them, okay? I rely on PayPal like a lot of people. I like their service, okay? It's easy, it's straightforward. They don't charge excessive fees. It's very similar to the regular industry standards. I'm not here, even though I may say in anger and spite, I never want to use PayPal again. That's not true. Of course I want to use PayPal, okay? That's all I want. I just want my account back. I want my email back that I can use for that account. And that's it, okay? Again, a lot of people have been affected by them. That's why I'm doing this interview, because it seems they do this to a lot of other people. Again, I don't know their situations. I don't know if they've done fraudulent activity or who they are. I'm not going to, defend them. But from their posts, again, some of these posts are 10 years old. It says the same exact thing. They said they're just doing normal business. They didn't do anything wrong. Maybe they used VPN or they had a lot of money. Somebody bought a lot of items, right? And then they said their account was just closed immediately. All of a sudden, there was no email. What's really interesting is I still have not received an email from them, directly to me saying, we have closed your account or we have detected fraudulent activity. They don't even give me a chance to say, what happened? They don't even, is our democracy one-sided? I guess at times it's been one-sided. I can understand that, but that's not how it works. You're supposed to give somebody a chance. My account is freely open to anyone. Anyone can look at it. You will see clearly I've done nothing wrong. So that was a very long-winded answer, but I value their business and I just don't know what I did wrong. In fact, I know I didn't do anything wrong, except give them a very bad, I answered very poorly on their survey. But, why do they have a survey if they're with numbers that say 1 to 5, if they don't expect some people are going to put 1? They're going to try to weed out people that hate them. I don't hate them, okay? I want to use PayPal like I have. I just want my account back. I don't want to have to go to court, but I have contacted a couple lawyers. One seems interested. I don't know where that's going to go, but you know, I just don't like what they did. There's no explanation whatsoever. So that I'll just stop there.
Did PayPal provide you with any legal reason for holding your money?
Well, all they say is that's what they do per their policy, whatever that, when you sign up, when you sign up for any website, right? It could be Apple, it could be anybody. They always have something checks you agree with their user agreement. And of course, 99.99% of people don't read it. So I'm sure there was something in that user agreement that said if they decide to close my account, which they did, they will hold the money for 180 days. That's their policy. There's no explanation. They just said there might be a chargeback, which I highly doubt. I rarely ever, that's never happened. I mean, I'm not saying that it could never happen, but that's what they state. They said, but there's just 3 items I sold, 3, maybe 4. Actually, one sold, and actually they gave me the money. That was interesting. They held some money, but allowed me to take out others. So it didn't make any sense. They were holding some, not holding. My son sold some Lego cars on eBay, and that money was released immediately. So I don't know why. Again, that was under that account. So that's based on their policy. That's what I read on also posts. Other people had the same problem, that they will hold it for about 6 months in case something happens,
Can I also ask you, Paul, what solution are you expecting?
Well, I just wish they would open my account. I didn't do anything wrong, or at least tell me why they closed it. So I know, did someone steal my identity? I mean, I need to know. I just need to know. I mean, but when you look at the transactions, there's nothing abnormal. All the payments have cleared. So I was reading again some posts, and someone said that sometimes competitors or people who you've done business with, that they don't like you, they'll complain. Maybe somebody complained. I don't know. Someone said something bad, but I don't know who that could have been. Now, one time on eBay, I ordered a printer. This was before this account. This is previous. The printer came, it was damaged and it didn't work. And the seller said, well, I'm sorry, you received a damaged printer. I can't do anything for you. So I filed a claim on eBay against them. I got my money back. I did nothing wrong. The printer was damaged. There was photo evidence. The print, I don't have it anymore. I recycled it. It's at Best Buy, recycled. It did not work. I took photos of it. So the guy lied to me. He sold me a dead printer. He told me to do whatever I want with it. It's not his responsibility. So could it be this person? I don't know. Maybe he called PayPal and said this person did something bad. I don't know. But I didn't do anything wrong. eBay gladly gave me my money back because they saw clearly the evidence was against the seller. The seller sold me a bad printer. It did not work. That's the only other thing I can think of, but that's before this account. This is not, this is previous. This is like 3 months ago. So other than that, do I have enemies out to get me? I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just baffled. I'm confused. I'm angry. I'm scared and concerned. I don't know. Again, I just want to use PayPal. It's not that I never want to use them again. I just want that account back, and just, if I truly do fraudulent activity, then fine, they can kick me out. But I know I didn't do anything.